Emily Carter walked into the courtroom with trembling hands, but eyes full of performance. Her long hair fell perfectly around her shoulders, her makeup smudged just enough to look tragic. The crowd whispered as she clutched a tissue dramatically, rehearsing her tears before the judge even appeared. The cameras flashed once. This was a show, and she was the star. Her lawyer whispered, "Just stay emotional." Emily nodded, pretending to wipe her eyes. But behind that trembling lip was calculation. She wasn't scared. She was confident her charm would win again. What she didn't know, today wasn't a show. Judge Michael Harris entered, his black robe swaying as the bailiff called, "All rise!" The sound echoed off marble walls. Emily stood, dabbing her eyes, acting broken. Harris glanced over his glasses, unimpressed. He had seen this act before. The courtroom settled into silence. Michael shuffled through his papers. Her file was thick, messy, full of red ink and missed chances. Emily's pulse raced, but her mask stayed perfect. The judge sighed. "Ms. Carter, I see we meet again." She forced a sniffle. "Yes, Your Honor, I'm so sorry." He didn't reply. His silence was heavier than anger. The prosecutor stood tall, reading her violations. 7 missed probation check-ins, 2 forged signatures, and 1 theft charge from a local boutique. Each word was a dagger cutting through the courtroom's still air. Emily lowered her head dramatically, whispering, "It was a mistake." The prosecutor didn't blink. "A mistake repeated 7 times?" Gasps came from the back row. Emily's lawyer shifted uncomfortably. Judge Harris tapped his pen, eyes sharp. "Ms. Carter, care to explain?" Emily's voice cracked, perfectly timed. I couldn't handle it all." But her act was slipping, and everyone could feel it. Emily's tears fell harder as she spoke, her voice echoing across the room. "I'm trying, Your Honor. I really am." But her performance had holes. Her story changed mid-sentence, small lies stacking like cards about to collapse. Harris leaned forward. "You forged your counselor's signature, didn't you?" Emily froze, her mascara streaking. I was desperate," she whispered. The judge didn't look angry, just disappointed. "Desperation doesn't erase deception." The room tensed. Reporters scribbled. Cameras zoomed in. Emily realized the judge wasn't falling for it this time. For the first time, her tears felt real. The prosecutor placed documents on the stand. Photocopies of fake signatures, timestamps from missed appointments, and text messages proving Emily lied about being hospitalized. The courtroom went silent. The paper trail spoke louder than her tears. Emily stared at the table, her breathing sharp. Her lawyer leaned close, whispering, "You said those didn't exist." Emily didn't reply. The judge's voice cut through the silence. "Ms. Carter, the truth finds its way out. Always." The tension was suffocating. Every eye in the room was on her. Her show had turned into evidence, and she was the proof. "Ms. Carter," Judge Harris began slowly, "do you know how many chances I've given you?" Emily's lips trembled. "3, she whispered. He nodded. "And each time, you walked out of here promising change." His tone deepened. "But every time, you chose lies over lessons." Emily swallowed hard, her voice cracking. "I didn't mean—" "Stop," he interrupted firmly. "Meaning doesn't fix manipulation." The gavel handle hit the table softly, like a warning. Emily's tears blurred her vision as the courtroom walls seemed to close in. For the first time, she wasn't acting. Fear had finally replaced arrogance. As the judge reviewed the file, Emily caught her reflection in the polished table. Mascara streaks, trembling lips, and the cold realization of what she'd become. Her mind replayed every lie she'd told, every fake apology, every escape she thought she earned. The courtroom buzz faded into nothing. The silence pressed against her chest. Her father sat in the back row, eyes wet with disappointment. She looked up, but he couldn't meet her gaze. The performance had ended, and all that remained was truth. Heavy, unedited, undeniable. Emily Carter, the actress, was gone. Only guilt remained. Judge Harris took a deep breath. Ms. Carter, this court finds that your actions show a complete disregard for honesty, rehabilitation, and respect. Emily's lawyer tried to speak, but the judge raised a hand. No more excuses. His gavel struck once. For violation of probation and falsification of documents, you are hereby sentenced to 90 days in county jail. Emily gasped. The courtroom erupted with whispers. Her lawyer's face fell. Emily shook her head, tears streaming for real this time. Harris looked at her gently. Maybe 90 days will teach you what second chances couldn't. Emily was led away in handcuffs, her heels clicking softly against the floor. The same cameras that once adored her now flashed with cruelty. Reporters shouted questions. Do you regret it, Emily? Were the tears fake? She stayed silent. Behind her, Judge Harris watched, expression unreadable. He'd seen too many like her. People who treated the courtroom like a stage until the final curtain fell. As the door closed behind Emily, the sound of the latch echoed through the hallway. It wasn't just the sound of punishment. It was the sound of truth catching up. Emily Carter thought she could outsmart the system with charm. But the courtroom isn't a stage. It's a mirror. Every lie, every excuse, every fake tear reflects back eventually. Judge Harris didn't break her. The truth did. Behind bars, there were no cameras, no sympathy, only reflection. Her story became a warning to every arrogant soul who thought they could cheat accountability. Watch how Emily Carter's fake tears became the truth that changed her forever. Because in the end, the courtroom always delivers one verdict: reality.